Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this little thing we do called 12-Volt News. We're your hosts. This is Fernando. I'm Dean. And today is a day like no other. But before we get to that, Weatherman Fernando, what is the current state of things here in
beautiful weather here in Clearwater, Florida?
Beautiful.
Yes, it's in the 74 degrees right now.
Sucks.
It's gonna stay there until like 4 or 5 o'clock. Then it's gonna drop.
Well, yeah, the sun goes down
to the 50s.
Yeah,
but yeah, 74 degrees. Beautiful Clearwater, Florida here.
This is the death throes of our winter, where it's like the week starts out in the 40s and it ends in the like 80s, and you're like, pick a temperature, man.
I know. It's like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, not complaining.
No,
our weather is just a sporadic child that likes to, just like anything in Florida, really. Yeah. But the rest of you guys, when it gets cold, burr. Springfield, Massachusetts, checking in, 43 with a high of 55. Orlando, exactly.
Yep.
Beautiful,
same thing.
Beautiful weather. Great day to be walking around Disney. Tennessee, 41 with a high of 41. I like that. Brad,
what up?
Checking
Brad?
in from Modesto. Cloudy and 55 all day.
All day. Wow.
See that's
surprisingly.
So that's one of those like depressing days where it's just cloudy and cold, and it's like I don't know.
Yeah, but it's winter though.
I know. In my brain, growing up north, that there's a mindset for that, and the sunniness is like makes you cheery, and it's like I don't want to be cheery. I need a certain amount of just dreary.
Yeah.
You know, coming from the north, that's just and there again, too much of it makes everyone want to, kill themselves, mentally, not figuratively. But yeah, here we go. Sunny 48, North Carolina, high of 60. See, that's good. It's around 60 at midnight. All right. When I first woke up, it was 48. Dropped my head, back up, crazy weather. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's winter. Crazy weather for sure.
That's right.
A balmy 29.
There you go.
What's up, Hi-Fi? Good morning.
Good morning,
Pizza
man.
Dave.
It's 37 and raining.
I mean, are we surprised?
No, not at all.
Not great skiing weather going into, big weekend. Oh, wow. Yeah, rainy and skis probably do not work. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Oh, Christmas Eve, oh, Christmas Eve.
Okay.
I mean, it's right there. Merry Christmas from Rockford. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion.
Good morning,
Marty Dean. 70s in AZ, baby.
What up?
Arizona checking in.
70, yeah.
Good morning, guys. Los Angeles, 54 degrees. That's fantastic. Our Braves are split up with mini splits. Oh, see, there you go. Hopefully heaters.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Mary Lou's. Top of the morning to y'all.
Top of the morning. Here we go.
Lake City checking in for the next 48 hours. Ooh, Lake City. The only thing they got there is a
lake?
No. The big thing in Lake City, Sue's grandfather used to live in Lake City because that's where the VA hospital was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he lived there. And morning, Brad. -9 wind chill in Wisconsin.
-9.
I mean,
that's just painful though.
I could see that. It's Wisconsin. I mean, the odd thing is there's places with snow on the ground right now. And you're just like,
for sure.
It's been foggy for 3 weeks. Only a couple days of sun. Really depressing. Exactly.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean, you remember that one time we flew into whatever crappy little place we were flying into, and I was like, and this is winter. And everything was gray.
Mm-hmm.
And you were just like, why is everything gray?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because that's what snow does. Morning, Mary Lou. Hi, Mary Lou. Raymond. Merry Christmas, 85 in Detroit. My dreams last night. Houston, 45. But it feels great to me. Yeah, it's refreshing.
It's good.
It's refreshing. Trust me.
Whatever works for you.
The reality is wherever you're from, you can complain about the weather. It's just what it is. But the truth is Florida has some of the best weather. That's why people move here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what you get used to and you complain about it. I mean, we're all just a bunch of pusses that way.
And I just thought they have one of the best car gear shops in Clearwater. Boom.
Cartoons?
No, I was thinking the other guys over there.
What's that place you used to work for? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Sup, everyone?
We steal our news from our good friends.
Sounds bad.
At. Oh, hold on.
What? Yeah. It's again. You. Oh. No. The other one. Fantastic.
I'm just my head's not in the game. We steal our news from the good friends at CE Outlook. The guys over there do and gals, gal.
Yeah.
Do a fantastic job at creating news that is easy enough for us to steal. If you would like to know more about the news that we've stolen, and we're going to tell you how we feel about it, you can head over to ceoutlook.com, or as always, there are links in the description. Also, make sure and you'll see on the side, there's this cool little circle. This is 12-volt community hub.
Yeah.
It's a great place for everybody to go. There's nice little videos there, some articles. It is more consumer facing than the other rest of it. But hey, that's all we got.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let's get on with the news, because man, we've got a lot of it.
You got a lot of it?
I know. Really? I kid. Where's the 12-volt Christmas rush?
The Grinch stole it.
Yeah, the one with the suntan. Anyways, so the reality is as I go through the news reports across the land, both good and bad, it seems to be an overwhelming amount of consumer insecurity going on right now. People just don't feel comfortable spending money from what the news agencies are saying. I am not a newsie. I don't really care. I can only judge life by what happens in my door. And yes, the reality is that people aren't rushing the places like they do typically this time of the year. Money is tight. Times are hard. Here's your Christmas card. So has business been down? I think business is doing what it does. Some people are going to have great. Some people are not. Mm-hmm. Most of the 12-volt retailers are basically saying, yeah, we have work to do, but it's not typical of this time of the year. Meaning that there's projects and bigger jobs and people that have been saving up for things, and it just so happened to be in December that these things came to fruition.
Yeah.
But that typical walking in and buying the set of speakers or radio or scheduling something, dash cams or backup cameras or all the little things, subwoofer packages that we're typically used to seeing this time of the year that are going to go underneath the Christmas tree and make people happy, really hasn't been overwhelming. It's been kind of flat for across the country. Why? I don't know. This is supposed to be the most amazing economy that we've seen in a millennia. But is it? I don't think so. I think we all know reality is being a little bit weird right now. And so we're just going to play along until it's not. Here's to 2026 being the best year that has ever happened, ever. Big year coming. Amazing. It's going to be spectacular. I think I've already spent too many big words. Okay.
2 weeks though. 2 weeks. Going
to Mars. Anyways, It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I think every year there's an article like this, and every year we all manage to get through it. So let's just hope things stay the course and we manage to get through it. One of the other things we've talked about is how General Motors is saying no to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We're going to design and build our own crap. It's basically basically they're like, we can do this better because the two richest companies in the world don't know what they're doing when it comes to software design. The one company that needed a bailout because they didn't have enough money to pay the bills, they know how to design software. Yeah, crickets on that one. Okay. Well, they penned a deal with Apple. Shocker. To get basically iTunes and the radio for free, I guess. I don't know. That was weird. That was kind of the odd thing. They didn't really say what it was. I guess it is kind of free. It seems like it's free. But either way, Apple people or people that pay for iTunes, because it is the superior streaming service compared to anything out there, no one can touch it. I'm kidding. I know there's Spotify people out there that just like entitle and listen. If you're listening to Pandora, you should find a bucket of water and put your head in it. Yeah, because wake up, that stuff sucks. But anyways, it sounds terrible. Selection is crap. Yeah. So for those of you that are thinking about getting some form of an electric vehicle or some form of electric powered vehicle or anything from General Motors that has an oversized battery that propels the car, starting 2025 this year, there'll be an over-the-air software update that'll allow you to have Apple Music on your radio. Yep. For at least 8 years.
That is correct. At no charge.
I don't.
After 8 years, it's going to be a subscription.
Now, here's the funny thing. Some people in the comments, which is always the fun place to be, are like, they're going to track track me. They're going to know what I listen to. They already know what you listen to, moron. Like, are you kidding me? Like, dude, we walk around with a device in our pocket that is telling everybody that wants to know anything about us what is going on.
And I feel like you even tell the people where you are when you posting stuff like, I'm doing this here. I'm doing this.
Who cares? Like, dude, your private life is gone. We were talking about this week with your in-laws. Yeah. Like, I don't turn that on. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think were you a spy? Yeah. Do you think like the NSA is tracking you?
Do you actually work for like
what do you do? Like what secret clandestine government agency did you work for in the past? Correct. Yeah. What country are you from? Yeah. Like and what did you do there? Listen, at the end of the day, the only thing anybody cares about is where you buy your underwear so that we can find you better underwear at a cheaper price.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, phones are the new mind readers. They're not mind readers. I mean, it's magical.
It's magical. They have microphones.
Listen, talk in your room about anything, and you will find it on your phone the next day. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Probably at the same day.
Yeah. Like it's amazing. Like I went down a rabbit hole on airlines this morning because I love to fly, and we got trips coming up next year, and we've been talking about it a lot. So what am I getting on Instagram? Airline crap. Airline crap. I'm like, I'm fine with it. It's interesting. But anyways, for those of you you're going to be happy, or you'll just be pissed. I don't know. But you know, the only comment that was actually worthwhile was this: who caved first? You know, it's like, listen, if I'm Apple, I'm going to GM going, what can we do? What can we do? Yeah. Because like, and somebody's going to do it. I mean, that's the excuse for everything. Well, if I don't do it, somebody else will, so I might as well. Yeah. And that's AI summed up for everyone. Well, watch the world burn. Moving on to a happier note, Alpine's new head surround. So for those of you that didn't know, Alpine quietly released a whole new series of speakers.
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that. Didn't have a clue.
Nope.
Yeah, what is it called?
It's called.
Why'd you launch a video?
Because it's.
Don't launch a video.
Yeah. It's called
not the head.
All base.
Base red. No,
all base.
No, it's just not all. It's just bass rev.
Bass rev.
Bass rev speakers. So it's a whole new line that of entry level not cost effective speakers. So it falls somewhere. I think it's above S but below R. I don't know. It's a weird line.
Really, I was thinking more like a
it's
R and then status in between the R and status.
I think it's below R but above S. But anyway,
for the price, yes, I agree.
So they have this new hedge surround, which is an acronym for
high excursion design. Gather H.
What? Gathered
H.
Gathered
That's
edge.
what I said.
No, you said, yeah, totally. It was just with your accent. It was
Same
hard to
thing.
understand. Totally understand. Okay. I look at it as they're hedging their bets. Okay.
Yeah.
So there again, haven't had a chance to hear these. John, our rep, does have them in his truck. Now I'm inclined to go out and listen to him. We're going to have to try that. He was kind of like, I put him in just to make Alpine happy. And I was like, all right. So he'll be back up. I'm going to take a listen to him. I'm going to go out. He has the 8 and the tweet in the front and the 6-inch coaxial in the rear. So here's the deal. These are specifically designed to work with their Optim 8 stuff, the Optim 8 and the Optim line as they're moving forward with Optim. Optim is definitely, when it first came out, we said this is the future of Alpine. This is, in fact, the future of Alpine. And as much as you guys know how I feel about Alpine, I have to commend Alpine. This is one of those things where you look at it and go, good job, Alpine. Because Alpine is kind of, I think, slowly figuring out that the head units are not where it's at, specifically their head units. They're not putting enough effort in those to make anybody care. They're not updating the 7, 9, or 11. The 5 series isn't getting an update this year. They're coming out. I don't even know if they have a radio this year. It's definitely not anything to get excited about. But what they are doing is they are putting a lot of effort into their DSP, and now with speakers that are designed, they're creating an ecosystem, which is a great idea because we all know that people are lazy and they just like packages. And so here we go. They sound better than they look. I think they look cool. So, either way, what I like about this is Alpine's step to move in a direction away from head units. It seems like they're coming out with products that are geared around their technology that they have or that they're buying. And that's a wonderful thing. They do have some amazing tech that they're doing a really bad job of promoting. Like their Tesla system is fantastic. It sounds amazing. The amp that they use in that is crazy. It is magical what it can do with the amount of power it consumes. But there again, they don't really talk about it because they're leaning into the fact that the Optim is like, I'm going to put the magic phone in the car and it's going to tune the car for you. So what they're banking on is stupidity plus product equals a happy customer. But they, whatever, cool for them. I think it's great. I think products like this are very daring. Alpine is definitely one of the most daring of the Japanese 5 that are out there. Or should I say 4, because is Pioneer really a Japanese company anymore because it's owned by a Chinese company? And they're basically running themselves into like the ground and making cheap Chinese trash across the board, not just radios. It's everything from the cell phone chargers and the dash cams. And Pioneer is going to turn into a dash cam company. It'll be like, oh yeah, we make dash cams.
I'm just wondering how the 8-inch is going to look though. Like it's,
it looks the same.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks like an S-type with a funky little surround.
Yeah.
Alpine is the best radios. They do not. They do not have. They have no. They're everybody else. They are not the best radios. Either way, I think it's a great idea. I'm glad they're moving in this direction. We like when we did our survey where we went to all our manufacturers and kind of set the record straight for them. Alpine was the one company that has some hope of actually existing in the future if head units go away tomorrow. So that's kind of cool. The rest of them don't because they're not making products that are for a modern car that doesn't involve replacing a radio. So yeah. So pretty cool. This is something. So if you are an Alpine fanboy and you have been on the fence of what to do, maybe check out the new bass rev. and see if that fits your budget and needs. And of course, if you pair it up with the Optimate, you can go into the presets. You can tell it you have bass rev speakers, and when it tunes your system, it knows you have bass revs and adds all kind of magical stuff to it. So go Alpine, go.
Exactly.
I mean, there again, I think it's great. I think they're helping to create an ecosystem that forces people to buy their stuff. Just like they created a radio with an RGB controller that could only control their boxes.
That makes total sense.
That was fantastic. That's using all your brain cells. Blaupunkt radios have switchable screens. Not really. Basically what it is Blaupunkt came out with that cool retro radio not too long ago, and everyone was so excited about it because it looked like an old radio. I always find it amusing when people get excited about retro stuff. You know, like Pioneer came out with their retro radio, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And it wasn't even available in the U.S. And it was like, so that screen right there that looks like a classic radio is fake. It's just a fake screen. As soon as you touch the dial, it goes away, and real radio programs come up. That's just a wallpaper, is basically what it is. And I guess you can maybe switch through a couple different wallpapers depending on what type of car you had. Now, here's the deal. This is a really cool thing, and they have a couple different other ones that look like 90s radios and like with a cassette deck, and it's USB behind it, and it all looks very retro. And if you have a car and you're trying to do a period piece, this is great. This is great because you can put a more modern radio in there and it'd be awesome. But they're expensive, okay? And they're not cheap. And they're not good quality either. They sound like crap. If you need a radio and you're just going to do a radio and some speakers, fantastic. You're going to be happy. You're going to love it. If you're trying to build a system off of it, plan on doing something else for your source unit, like streaming to the amplifier or DSP you're playing, because these things don't sound good. Like, they are not system building radios. They are what they are. They're made to go into a car, put a couple speakers on them, maybe a sub, and be done with it. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you do that, you're going to love it. You're going to be like, yeah, this is awesome. But if you're like, I'm going to hook a DSP up to this, I'm going to do surround, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. It's terrible. But I do like the idea. And I think it's cool. I just find it funny how excited people get over this stuff, you know.
I mean, if you have an old car, you know, yeah, it's cool.
Like I said, it's I'm not telling you to buy this in a DSP. I'm saying if you're going to build this around a basic system in a classic car where, you know, most people, the classic car is not about the stereo. It's just about we're filling a hole, putting some speakers in there. So when we're cruising to the place, you know, you want to hear your funky exhaust.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, it's a niche. It's something they can do. Yeah, no, exactly. It's definitely not. It's like, it's one of the only radios I've taken out of a car and put something else in the last couple of years. Like, you know, because we had a gentleman with a Land Rover that absolutely had to have one of these, bought it off Crutchfield. Crutchfield got it back. It happens. But this is definitely better than like a Retro Sounds radio, as far as, because those things are crazy. Like, if you ever had a chance to work with one of those, they're just like, they're scary. But hey, it's what's out there. So not that one, this one. Audiophile DSP breaks barriers from Resolute.
Yeah.
Okay. Our good friend Nick Wingate, formerly of Orca, now of HKI, he's gone to work for HKI, and this is why. Because they have this new DSP manufacturer, and it's called Resolute. It's a combination of two names. It's a combination of two names. I don't remember what they are. It's on their website. Either way, one of them is Solution. So it's like results and solution. I don't know. Anyway, so here's the deal. Everybody's aiming for the top now. Okay, everybody, like, they literally just walk into the room and they say they're better than the best DSPs in the market. Like, ours is better. You know, if you're a Helix fan, then Helix is on top. If you're an Arc fan, Arc is on top. Moscone, Audison, whatever it is, you know, those are the big four. You know, and then you have a couple other, you know, you have, there's some really weird high-end DSPs out there. And I feel if you make a DSP that costs $5,000, well, yeah, you automatically throw yourself in that category of like, we make this most amazing thing without actually proving yourself, other than, you might have put one in a car and then there again, not necessarily part of this. Now, we've actually had the pleasure of hearing this DSP. When we were at SEMA, they had this along with some very expensive ground zero equipment in front of it, which sounded amazing. Nick gave us the demo. Nick loves this thing. He's, and if you've ever watched any of the interviews we've done with Nick is very passionate about what he does, and he is not afraid to tell you how passionate he is. Now, where this gets fun is they make a couple amplifiers. So they have a couple amplifiers, DSP. It's a small company. But where the rub comes in, I think, and this is a Russian company. Okay, this is the Russians. Oh my God. Okay. The reality is, who cares, right? It's a world economy. Whether you hate the people in charge, and it's usually the guy at the top that's the jerk. But, so we don't have to worry about that. There's actually people on the planet that are doing things, and
they are passionate.
That are passionate about audio. Russia has a huge audio following. Unfortunately, when I got to go to the EMA World Finals, Russia wasn't there because, well, they were at war, and they're still at war. So they didn't want, the roads were through the war-torn areas, so they didn't go. But I got to hear the stories of when they show up to an event, boy, they bring it, man, and they are winners. They're to win, which is, there again, DSP. So what does this all mean? Well, it just means we have a new DSP that's in the market that has to prove itself. However, some people, there again in the comments, losing their crap because these guys brought in a Russian DSP, and it's got to be, they're the enemies.
They taking the world.
What the hell, man? It's just so funny. Like, it's a DSP. Like, audio is the one thing in the world that puts everybody together. Music. We can all agree on music. Like, music is the great joiner of societies.
Well, my music sounds better than yours.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Sometimes you just got to put party affiliation away and just enjoy the music. Enjoy the sound that is before you. And it shouldn't matter whose name is on the box, because it's just music. And if we could all get past the hate in the world, we might be able to circle the wagons and be like, hey, here's a group of people, and the one thing that we all have and love together is music. It's a great foundation for the future. It's a great way to build community, friendship. One of the great things I had about going to EMA World Finals in Austria was I met a ton of other people from around the world. And it was great to see all of these people. Some spoke the language, some didn't speak the language, but we were all there for one thing, great sound. And I met a ton of amazing people, and they let me hear their cars. Some of them didn't. We didn't even understand what we were saying. They saw me. They asked me to come listen. And I listened to their music, and it was fantastic. I didn't know what they were saying. It didn't matter. It just sounded great. So it's one of those things that, when you go to an event like that, or you see a brand like this, it's like, could we put all the bullshit aside and just realize it's just music, and we're all a lover of music, and it doesn't matter who made it. Because I'm sure if we're at a sound off and there's Ivan over here and me over here, and Ivan's got an amazing system and I've got an amazing system, we're going to hop in each other's cars, we're going to high five each other, and we're going to be like, this is cool. Can't we all just get along? And music is a way to do that. But some people can't see past that. This is another brand out there. Who cares who makes it? If it does what it's supposed to do and does it amazingly, we'll commend them for doing a great job. Don't commend them for whatever their leader is doing because he's a bag of whatever. It's just a DSP. It's just music. Let's all just, let's have fun. Exactly. I want to get paid though, so that's not going to work out. I mean, they have to. They have like 12 channels, like a 12-channel DSP, so they have to be using rear fill. Can't put that many speakers up front. Brad knows that. Anyways, if this is something you're interested in, definitely want to head over to their website, check it out. One
Now,
nice thing. Hold on.
One
I'm
more
coming over
thing.
here.
If
Yeah.
you guys gonna go to Knowledge Fest Las Vegas
Yes.
or Master Tech Expo,
Yep.
they're gonna have a demo there, so you'll be able to hear it.
Yeah, and then
And-
there's also some non-industry things. If you click the link, they do give you a full list of places where dealers and,
Yeah,
and
that
also
they will
events
have
that they'll have cars at. So yeah,
so you
go
can
check
enjoy
it
it
out.
for yourself.
Either way, 2025 is quickly coming to an end. We hope you guys had a fantastic time. We appreciate you guys sticking with us through the news. It has become one of our most popular things that we do, which is great. I have a real busy Thursday night, so after Hi-Fi and I get done, I go and I create all the news, meaning I steal it from CE Outlook, but I got to read all those damn articles at 11:30 at night. You know how hard it is to do that, stay awake?
Did you ever fall asleep?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Sometimes it takes me like 2 hours. It'd be like 2 a.m. because I've fallen asleep 6 times reading these things.
Yeah.
And plus I have to remember it so I can come in at 9 o'clock and tell you guys what I think.
I start reading it after the game.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you know, the news is one of those things that we're very passionate about. I enjoy doing this. This is probably one of the funnest shows that we get to do for you guys. So we appreciate the fact that you guys have adopted it, loved it.
Yeah.
We love the community. That's why we do the weather, because of the community, and it's just so much fun to just see the world as what it is, kind of like what we were just talking about. People from all over this country and sometimes other countries will chime in and tell us. They'll get up, like the dude in Australia that gets up, or New Zealand, or anywhere in the world.
Germany,
that
like all these.
Holy crap! You know, it's fantastic that they'll do that just to hear these two goofballs.
I mean, Luis in Portugal, you know.
Yeah. Tell you some really stupid stuff. It's quite amazing. But this is the last show. We'll see you in 2026. As far as the news is concerned, we do have one more show, which is tomorrow, which our good friend Jess Smith is going to bookend our year with, which is fantastic. I'm pretty excited. This has been a fun December. We've had a lot of great guests. Brad was on the show Monday with Brian. And we've had a bunch. Now, for those of you that are fans of Mary Lou, we know we'll get her on next year. We tried to get her on this year.
She's busy, man.
She's got stuff going on. She's a busy girl, and it just didn't work out. So we'll get her on next year. Maybe we'll get her to open the new year for us. So there you go. That'll be fantastic. But this is it. We're so happy that you guys have come with us. We'd like to thank you from the bottom of our heart. We hope you have a happy and safe Christmas or a holiday or whatever you would like to call it. We hope you have it. We hope you have an amazing new year. From the news desk.
That's right.
Here at 5 Star in sunny Clearwater, Florida, where the weather is always amazing.
Thank you so much, guys.
Fade to black.